Hello, it's me, McBack, back once again with another indie game. And welcome back to Memoriapolis. This is the new Banners and Wonders update that's going live April 28th. Big shout out to the devs, gave us early access to this. This, if you haven't seen it before, is a really incredible sprawling city slash civilization builder where you get to build these like epic cities from like Romanesque ancient uh, buildings all the way up until modern, what you're known to see today. So it's really cool. I really enjoyed it when it first came out about a year ago, and now they've revamped the whole game with a whole bunch of new challenges and new updates. So let's check it out. New game. All right, we get to choose a difficulty mode. I think we'll just do intermediate. I think that'll be fine for now. Looks like you can choose hard if you want. It's going to kind of reduce your resources, up the cost of different things, create more food consumption and things like that as well. Or you can have a more casual run on easy. All right, choice of wonder. Ooh, okay, so we get to choose kind of an end wonder. So I think this is something new that they've established for the updates here. Is that now like you have a specific end goal is to like create one of these crazy wonders at the end of the game. So we start off with Eiffel Tower, and then later on we can do the castle here, or even the Statue of Liberty. So let's do the Eiffel Tower because that's what we have available to us. Challenges of the Eiffel Tower: Antiquity, resource production and warehouse management, middle age. Okay, welcome in protecting the population. Okay, cool. So we get a bunch of different challenges we're going to have for each age. So yeah, if you're not familiar with this game, we'll start off in Antiquity, and then at a certain point we'll be evolved enough that we can move into the middle age as well. And there's going to be all sorts of events that happen that are somewhat tied to actual historical events as we go through that we get to choose and determine how we want to develop our civilization. So let's go. Continue. All right, we got a river map, classic map, arid map, or a snow map. Let's do river map. Recommended. It's new. Okay. All right, so now we get to choose our destiny. So this is basically kind of our strategy or core like a leader that we're going to choose. So we can choose from craftsman, strategist, priest, politician, trader, and philosopher. And each of them comes with different bonuses down here. And then as you grow, you'll be able to choose additional bonuses as well. So like the craftsman allows us to get more natural resources. Strategist here is going to increase or decrease, I should say, the amount of incidents. So like fires and things like that, riots that might happen. Priest is going to give you random donation resources. It's going to be made regularly. Seems pretty nice. The philosopher, your cultural buildings offer 15% more satisfaction, so you will keep your populace more happy. The trader can increase your trade routes and reduce costs. And then the politician is the maximum number of decrees is increased by 2, and their cost is reduced by 35%. Yeah, so we are going to be able to build like politics and like choose how we're building stuff as well. So right now it recommends the craftsman to get you started. That just gives you more abundant resources. So let's just go with that for now. Just check out the changes in the game. Continue. Then we get to design our coat of arms. Ooh, interesting. Got all sorts of different things we can do on here. Different shapes as well. Very nice, very nice. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we'll throw something together that looks half reasonable. Yeah, no, I think that's not quite it. Unicorns? Wolves? No, 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 no. Funny looking little bat. Wispy looking little tree. Let's do the harp. That's actually similar to my family crest now, except for the colors. Position. Ooh, oh yeah, you can change the position on it. Vertical position. Put that up like that. Repeat. Oh, you can repeat it. Okay, I see. Yeah, yeah. Got it. Size. Make the size bigger or smaller. Can we change like the color and stuff? Oh yeah, here we go. It's color here. Let's make it kind of like a blue. Confirm. Back. Oh, front. Both. Interesting. Glyph 2, glyph 1. Okay. Pretty cool. All right. So you can play around with some stuff there. We can also create some names. I'm just gonna grab a random name here. Thanodosia. Aquinoctium. All right. Idaclea. Tigurum. Cup Suck 2. That's us for sure. We can also choose a name for our ruler, Thanatos, who the star goes. Okay, sure. All right, so here we are on the map world, and it's a very, very pretty game. So lots of details, lots of textures, and you can see kind of our building areas that we have available to us to begin with. So it does give you some recommended areas here, like the lakeshore or the woodland edge. Got a sandy shore here, so we do need to be close to like different resources like sand and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see this one being something that would make sense. Then we've got a high plateau there, would make it difficult. We'd have to like build down. Let's go to the lakeshore here. This looks actually pretty nice. Down here, got a little bit of sand over there. Got some big cliffs down this way though. We've got the rocky slope, which could also work. We have lots of trees we'd have to clear. And the wet bog. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we will permanently clear trees as we grow through stuff, so I think we'll do the lakeshore. Yeah, let's do the lakeshore. Alright, so first we got to build this thing, which is actually huge. It's actually massive. Alright. So all of our main towns, cities, and stuff like that will grow around this initially. So we'll make sure we have at least a few different resources available to us in here. So let's drop that down there. Excellent. Veneritus Bene. With the construction of the first building in your city, the Antiquity begins. Throughout 5 ages of humanity, your advisors will develop a series of objectives in order to erect the Wonder Eiffel Tower. Although its construction cannot be completed until the Industrial Revolution, many technological resources can be learned as early as the Middle Ages. More and more citizens will come to settle here, and it will be essential to meet their basic needs for food and satisfaction. As for the factions, they may prove to be valiant allies or fierce opponents. Alright, continue on. Alright, so we got our first place here. Very cool. I love how, yeah, everything's very, very detailed. Although I notice, like, when you get to certain views, it gets a little bit fuzzy. And it kind of stays fuzzy for a bit. So it might just be a performance thing. We've got controls and everything over there, which is great. And then autonomous city. So here's our main goals for now. Make your dynasty prosper. Research for resource clay, upgrade the dynasty house to level 4, build 2 cultural buildings, stop negotiations, and the expansion of 1 factions, and research for resource sand. Oh my gosh, so many things. All right. Cool. Let's close this, get out of there. We will close that for now, I guess. Yeah. Up here we got all of our resources. So we've got gold, we've got citizens, we've got workers. So for every number of citizens, you get like a certain amount of workers. We have over here cultural production. We have cultural character, militaries, okay, education, religious, cultural character, commercial, and political. And then we've got our resources up here: food, wood, and stone. And when you highlight all of these, it gives you like, lets you know like where they can be found, which is kind of cool. All right. And on the left-hand panel, we have so many different things, so many different icons. I'm not going to go through all those right now. But down here is the important ones. These are all our satisfactions. We have things like health, safety, belonging, equity, and scholarship. So as we grow, we got to keep these things balanced to keep people happy. All right, so down here we've got our building. So we've got decorative buildings, proximity buildings, and production buildings for now. So yeah, small farms are going to be useful, small quarries, and cutting camps. Let's get that down first. Oh, hello, in-game help. Yeah, I'm going to close that. Oh, up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll figure things out as we go along. But yeah, trees are going to be useful, so we want to put this near trees. And you're going to see we have kind of a little indicator as to where the road will connect as well. How do I rotate you? Oops. Cutting camp. How do I rotate? Can I rotate? Z and X to rotate. There we go. Okay. So we can kind of rotate there. And we can throw that in there. Okay. Can I turn these off? It's going to make it hard for me to talk. All right. So you can see here it tells me how many resources are available for this area. It will actually resources out. So like we'll cut down all the trees in that area and then we'll need to like move later on. So that's there. build that. Okay, so that's going to get built. It's going to take 10 cycles. So this game is kind of like active time, but it does use kind of churns as well. So there's 10 churns, but they're actively spinning all the time. So as time passes, you'll see these churns go through. Yeah, and I'm paused right now, so let's play. So that's going to go. And then proximity-wise, oh my goodness, game. Can I turn this on? Looks like those things are going to pop up. I'm going to see if I can turn those off just because they're interrupting my flow here. Okay, I think I've turned the pop-ups off. We'll see. I don't mind a few pop-ups over there, but like a full screen pop-up like that while I'm trying to like look around is a little bit inconvenient. Have it come up on the side here and I can click on it if it's helpful for me. Would be best. Okay, anyways, we got this building, so you can see the cycles are going down. This is now built, and so you can see like the roads have automatically built. So you don't build roads in this game, they just kind of like connect based off of where those road connectors are, and they just kind of naturally expand, right? So you can see like a road going out this way to the main road where people will be able to get in and out. Anyways, we've got to definitely get a farm going, which takes up a lot of land. So let's put it maybe like out this way, and then we'll rotate it this way, and we'll get that built. And then when this is built, I think we're gonna have to actually like choose or start paying to build farms as well. And then the other thing you're going to see is like houses are going to start naturally building around kind of city center areas and where you build stuff. So you don't build houses or housing zones in here. You can see they're just kind of like automatically zoned in different areas, and people will just start moving in. So it creates a really organic kind of building parameter here. Proximity, surveyors cabins. All right, so this is going to allow us to see farther out and build farther out. And then we've got decorative items here. A locus passus, which is the risk of incidents in adjacent districts by 20%. Okay, pretty good. Production-wise, though, we should probably get a quarry going in. So that will get us clay and things like that. So you can see on here when I mouse over different areas, it'll tell me what I can get from those areas. So in this case here, it sees like stone and sand and clay, so you can change these things. One quarry will be able to do different types of things depending on what's available to you. So if we get a quarry kind of like down over here somewhere, over here it's just going to be stone. So I think one over here will allow us to get a few different things, but not sand at the moment, unless I put it like over this way. Must be outside body of water. All right, well, we're probably not going to get sand with this right now, so we'll go over here where we can get like clay as close as we can down here. Yeah, so we'll put it like over there. We get this a little bit of everything if we need it, so we can get that started. That way, we'll have kind of some basic resources being gathered. See, our farm is being built here. Yeah, so this is the mechanic here at the farm. So we build the farm, and then it's going to slowly build farmland and available space all around it. So very cool, very automated. But we can demolish those fields as well too if we need to. But yeah, over time it'll just kind of like build farms all around, and I like there's a lot of variety in this too. Ooh, we got our first little event here. Greetings. My family and I would like to obtain a more official place in your city. For a long time now, the Societas Febrorum has been managing production, processing, and storage of all resources. By offering us a place to establish a larger headquarters, we could help your city prosper on a large scale. Theron, leader of the structures Societas Faction Cultures Production, personality expansionist. This faction places obtaining as many districts and buildings as possible at the top of its priorities. Okay. Select an available district. All right, can I do that from... Okay, so we got to go over here. And then we can choose a district for these guys to move in. So this is one of the different factions that we're going to be able to build out over the ages. And different factions work together differently. Some oppose each other, some work well together. Others kind of balance each other out a little bit. But we can select a district and kind of throw them in there. And they will... they'll offer me a ceramic workshop. Okay, cool. We'll get that going. Excellent. All right, so now you can see we've got stuff in here. We've got a limit on how much we can bring in until we get some warehouses built, so we'll work on that momentarily. It looks like we have some new buildings here, though. Cultural ceramic workshop. Excellent. And over here, we now have factions. So you can see that's the faction that we have over there. Cool. We also get a warehouse district. Okay, that just shows us all of everything there. Sweet. We should have some research options somewhere too. So where do we go for research? Knowledge. Use of know-how available after installing the education medieval faction allows global benefits to be applied to the city. Ramparts, factions, the building tree. Okay. Tracking age, tracking objectives, game details. Interesting. All right. Also got decorative stuff we checked out earlier, so we could like throw down some decorative stuff. Must not be on top of buildings. Okay, we can put this here and that will make people a little bit happier. Sure, why not? Throw one of those down there. Alright, production-wise, I think... Oh yeah, this is what we need here, an architectural office. So that's going to allow us to research new buildings. So it's also going to provide us some blueness. What is that? Increases rotation, safety, high, medium, low, neutral. What? High, medium, low, neutral what, though? I don't think I understand. Is this good or bad? I'm going to assume it's good because it's all blue around like the residential area. So I think people want to be near this thing. Is my estimation. So I'm gonna put it like right there and get that built. All right, cool. All right, so our farm has been built. Very nice indeed. We're also going to want to start getting some surveyors' cabins here. So that's going to help us expand our working space. We can build these outside of our zone, allow us to expand areas, but we want them still to be connected. Because once they're not connected, they become like a little bit more fragile, more likely for incidents to happen. But if we build this out like over here somewhere, we can then make claim of all this land out this way. Give us more space to chop wood. So we'll grab that. Okay, excellent. Our architectural office is in place here now. So now we can go to the building tree, and then here's all of our buildings we have available to us, which is quite a bit. Yeah, there's your wonder, which can start in the metallurgy. So it starts in the Middle Age. And yeah, so we can go all the way across. Age of Enlightenment, Industrial Revolution is where our kind of game ends in terms of history here. Yeah, cool. So I think this is it's a little bit hard to see the way this is set up, but there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So we can upgrade our existing buildings. So that means we get like just a better version of it. It does reduce attraction though, for like farms and cutting camps. We can also get into new stuff like carpentry, converts wood into wooden beams. We can increase our quarries. We can create stonemasons as well. We can also research clay and sand. So I think that's probably where we want to begin. So that's in research right now. We'll get sand in the queue as well. That will allow us to make brickworks and tileries later on. We can also upgrade our architectural offices and surveyors' cabins, multiple copies. Interesting. All right. What else can we do? I think that's about it for now. So we'll get those two going for now. And maybe we'll get... maybe we'll do stonemason and the carpentry, just so we can start building new stuff after when those are ready. Oh, it's winter. Took me all year to look at that. But yeah, you can see people moving around. But yeah, this is where I wish the game was just a little bit sharper. It doesn't let you get like super close. And when you do get this close, it does get a little bit smudgy, I'm going to say. But you can see like a bunch of people moving around down here, and you're going to see stuff being transported around, which is cool and whatnot. But I wish things were just a little bit sharper and you get like a little bit closer just to see all the detail, because the buildings are all quite detailed. But then when you get close to them, they just kind of blur, and it's not very pleasant. Like even the trees and stuff like that too. So I wish that would be something that they would look at improving on a little bit in the future, because the game otherwise is quite pretty at like this height. But yeah, getting in close, not so pretty anymore. Not so pretty at all. Any case, We are waiting for research to happen. We've got this thing going here. It is grabbing a stone at the moment, but later on we can switch it to sand or clay, or we can build another one in this area. There might be some better areas for clay and stuff later on anyways, so we'll see what that looks like as we get along. We do have this tower built now as well, so that's going to be there. So now we can build in this area if we want to. So maybe we get some more wood getting in there. Yeah, we probably have enough for that. So if we grab, so that's like 5,000 wood there. I don't think, if we go up this way, it's like 6,000 wood. Yeah, we can do like back to back over there. Get that going. And as you can see, this is all starting to thin out now as they take the wood out. Leader of the city of Tepesakta. My faction is now large enough to be officially recognized. No one has yet applied to represent education among the Custeds. Sapiente are many holders of knowledge. We are ready to make it available to you in exchange for a place where we can gather freely. Where might we settle? All right, so now we can get the education. She's a hedonist. All right, this faction is unpredictable in its demands, placing its own happiness above all else. Interesting. All right, so we can choose not to take them in too, but I think we'll put them down over here for now. And then, yeah, we're going to have to grow trust with these guys, and they'll give us additional bonuses, things like that as well, too. So we'll accept that. They're in this. There are, like, neighboring things you want to keep an eye out for, I believe, still in the game. So, like, putting groups together that clash can cause incidents and things like that. All right, cool. Over here, we now have the ability to do clay, if I'm not mistaken. Did that finish already? Where is the building tree? Yeah, so these just take time. They don't take any resources. Yeah, they just take cycles, it looks like. At least for the most part. At least at this point, yeah. So now we've done clay. We're now researching sand. It's going to take another 10 cycles. All right, so now we could change this to clay, or we can build another one down here, which is probably what we should do. We also have these cultural options as well. But let's get another quarry in that will focus in on clay, perhaps? Is there more clay anywhere else? No, it looks like the reserve of clay is all in this area, so I will put one down here wherever it maxes out, right around there. I cannot build this selector. Oh, build yeah, we're going to choose clay. Okay, and then build that. All right, so we got one for stone, one for clay. That's fine, and then I can switch back when all the clay is gone if we happen to use it all. So that's all good. And then I think we also want to kind of start extending ourselves out this way. We've got cliffs here, and then a road that goes down this way. And then we could go out this way as well. So maybe we go like out towards that side as we get more of the beach area, and then we'll start working on trees and stuff down there later on. And then next we want to start getting these cultural centers in. So we get a ceramic workshop in. So we probably want that close to all of this stuff and not too close to where people are, because I assume, it doesn't say, but I assume that this is going to detract a little bit from folks. But maybe we get a bonus. Do we get a bonus for being close to this? Not sure. I'm not actually sure. I'll just put it over here. It'll be relatively close to things. But the... yeah, because that lights up. That lights up when I get to, but I think it's because it's being negative to these things. So I'm going to put it over here. And hope that that's okay. We'll put it along this road over here. Get that built. And then the other cultural item we have here is the Apogee Center. The Apogee Center is a rigorous Spartan education where young citizens are trained from childhood in various skills, such as discipline, martial arts, but also singing and rhetoric. Okay, this is like a school. So if we place this maybe down this way, near these guys, near this education faction, like maybe over there. Throw that down there. Alright, we are low on stone and wood. We're good for food so far, so this farm seems to be supplanting us enough food right now. It's not going down. Yeah, we're plus 37 and minus 19. So yeah, the tooltips are quite handy on this one. Tells you exactly what's going on, which is great. Yeah, this is now done as well, so we can now build out into this area if we wanted to. Good stuff. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, our building tree is being worked through. We're now working on stonemasons and carpentry. And then we can work on brickwork and tilery, I guess. Just so we have everything being kind of built. Yeah, just like all the basic materials, then we can start building them, right? But yeah, look at our little town city, I guess, now. This massive thing that we built with nobody here. Now everybody's kind of moving around it. Which is great. We will probably need another farm out this way at some point. And then we'll try to expand civilization and like where people live out through here once these trees start getting dug out a little bit. Yeah, and up here you can see our coins and how many citizens we have now. Over 400, which is pretty good. And you can see that's coordinated by the workers, right? So population, you get 35% citizens, which then become your workers. Oh, and another faction is arisen. Greetings, leader of Tupasuktu. I am Hotep, founder of the Ordo Divinus. We firmly believe that the faith can be strengthened through offerings and prayers. Every day new citizens join our cult. Eager to preserve their souls, our houses are too small to accommodate us all. In which district could we establish our center? So this is a religious faction. Okay. Let me see here. Let's not put you too close to the education, folks. Let's put you like up this way. Got 45 citizens up there. Amazing. Get you in there. So now our factions are all mostly established. There's still a couple more that we're going to see. But every time we get a new faction, we also get like new buildings here as well, which I think has changed a little bit from the original. So I think originally you had to research these as well, but now it is a little bit different, whereas you're getting the factions, and the factions are bringing the technology with them. All right, so we unlocked stonemason, and we unlocked a few things here too. So we unlocked another education center, a Scola. And we also unlocked this thing, a Crusoe Cohen. A small workshop specialized in goldsmithery. Okay, we don't need that right now. But we should probably get a religious building in of some sort. Costs 90 wood and 112 stone. Okay. Let's grab that in here somewhere. So those guys are up this way, so maybe we'll put it in close to there, and then hopefully organically people will want to like move towards this. We'll build it up in the trees here. Okay, so we get to choose the satisfactions provided by the building. Okay, here we go to be able to bonus these things here. So you can see some of these bars on the left are starting to go down. So now we can choose to boost some of them with this place here. So our health is a little bit low, our safety is a little bit low, and our solidarity, our equity is a little bit low. Let's maybe make this one being health. That will give us a bonus in health. We can confirm that. And then once it's built, we'll see a bit of a bonus over here go up. So as we get bigger, these demands become a lot tougher to fulfill. But yeah, it's cool. And you can see these are all upgrading. Oh, they're having like a celebration for us. Nice. Carnival increases migration by 1 for 18 cycles. Sweet. So we'll see a bit of a population boost going on soon. How are we doing for food here? Yeah, I think we need to probably get another farm going down here somewhere. Can I place you out here? I can place you out here, but you'll be a little bit unhappy about that. So yeah, you can build kind of out of your zone, but they have negatives for that. So if I place it like right in here, right on the edge here, like that, we'll build that. It will start filling up farms over here. We are right on the, we're just making enough right now, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's all good. Okay. All right, so now we need to start establishing our production. So I've got now a stonemason. So let's get this down in this area somewhere. So it's not too close to the populace. And close to where we're collecting stone, I guess. Like down this way. So that will start getting us cut stone. You can see up here. Nice. We got a religion building going in. So now you can see this health bar has gone up significantly. So we'll have to keep an eye out on the safety one and the equity one. But we can build more cultural buildings, which will help support that a little bit over time. We also need to keep our research going. We're working on carpentry now, and then brickworks, and then tilery. And then I think we should maybe get our farms upgraded as the next item. All right, and now let's move in and we'll get some new buildings here. So we've got, I believe we already have one of these, right? This is a tier 2, so we can get a Scola in. That will increase some satisfactions and stuff like that over there too. And let's put that down here. It's like our education district. It's going to be maybe like over here towards the cliffs. And here we can focus in again as before. I think we'll do defense training. Yeah. So it automatically gives us scholarship. And now it's going to give us a little bit of extra safety as well. So that will help us out when that's built. Alright, these guys are partying down here now too. Look at them go. They got confetti and everything. Balloons, you can name it. Alright, and our farm is building, which is increasing also our storage for food. Okay, so maybe they might have changed this, because I remember we used to have to build a warehouse. But maybe now they're just kind of building their own warehousing in their districts. Alright, so here comes the military faction in. So I hope my messenger reached you before I did. The Ordo Militum now has everything it needs to become a respected faction in the city. If you could give us a district where we can gather all our followers, it would make things much easier for us. In exchange, we can offer you the plans for a construction project that is dear to our hearts, fortified ramparts. Okay, Andrus, military. He's a pacifist. Interesting. He's a military pacifist. Oxymoron. Okay. So let's see where we can establish those guys. I guess we'll put them like over here. So we'll have like 4 quadrants of these guys for now. Accept that in there. That's going to give us a new cultural building that I don't think we can quite afford yet. Filter by production military. That gives us this thing. But we don't have enough stone right now. But we will. We will soon. Production-wise here, we can now build the carpentry, but we need more stone for that too. Okay, so we might need a new quarry. Or to upgrade our quarries, maybe. Seems like we don't have enough stone coming in. I could put another quarry maybe down this way. That gives me, that's like 11,000 down there. Could also go down this way. Or we could also go over here somewhere. Might be good to get something that can focus on 2 different things. Is there anywhere I can get sand? It might be good to get one that focuses on sand as well. You can also go down this way. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of a benefit. Same, yeah, it's about the same amount, 12, 11,000 wherever I go. We just don't want it too close to the city because it's going to detract people. I think we'll just put it like over here. That should be fine. Put it in close to this one, and you're going to get stone going. Excellent. Yeah, stone. Now we're making bricks and stuff like that, right? Or cut stones. We need more stone production. We also can now make wooden beams. Excellent. So under production, we're going to be able to do that once we get more stone. Okay, yeah, our stone production is what's hindering us right now. We're also probably going to want to get more of these. It looks like we're locked right now. We can only build 2. Okay. So that's the space we have to build right now. We can, like I said, build outside of the space, but they're more likely to have like fires and stuff like that. All right, the Ludus Magnus building has been unlocked. I see. Where is that? New. Ludus Magnus. That costs a whole bunch of clay. Is that clay or is that... what is that item? That's not clay. That's going to be like clay bricks or something, right? Or tiles. Yeah, some of the icons are a little bit small. It's hard to see what they actually are. When you look at the icon for the costs here, they can be pretty tiny. They might want to enhance that a little bit. They're a little bit bigger on the bar at the top, but on this bar they're very small, so it's a little bit difficult to discern them sometimes. All right, but here, yeah, we have an arena now we can build. That might be pretty cool. We don't have enough stone for it yet, though. We will shortly. So yeah, this is now built. So that's good. We'll probably need to get another one of those, or we can upgrade them as well. So that's probably what we should do next is get... we'll queue that up. Small quarry. We'll upgrade that. Yeah, so that's going to do that. So I think that will just like allow us to upgrade them. I'm not sure if they'll upgrade the existing ones or not. We might have to go and spend some resources to upgrade them. We'll have to find out shortly. We'll find out when we get when the small farm gets upgraded. That is soon, but still a lot of cycles to go through. Right. What can we do next? Production-wise, we can get carpentry going. That's going to cost us 70 stone. Let's do that. We will probably place it down here because I think we'll be grabbing wood from down this way for a while. We might as well keep things kind of together for now. But I'll put it like over this way, maybe on this side. If it matters that much, we just don't want to get too close to the city. We want to be able to expand and have more people living there. So I'll build that over there. And then we're going to want to get our military building in as well, too, so that we're gaining some of that. So some of these things are getting pretty low, too. Oh, my gosh. Equity is suffering horribly. So I don't know what we can build to take care of that. Don't have any specific buildings for equity yet. But most of these will have the ability to do more than one. Who's this? Okay, our culture, a political leader here, okay? Eve, I am Quintus, son of Caius, founder of the Curia Civica. We greatly assisted your citizens when they settled on your lands. Gradually, our faction became more and more influential until politics became an interest to most people. In exchange for a dedicated district in your city, we assure you advice, fairness, and justice. Okay, so maybe that will help us get equity. He's a warrior. Funny. So our warriors are pacifists and our politicians are fighters. Funny. All right, so let's get you in somewhere as well. Does it matter if you're really close to somebody? I don't think we have much choice right now. Let's put you in close to the center here. All right, that's going to unlock more buildings. So now we got our first kind of political building. I don't know if that can provide more equity because that's where we're struggling right now. What do I need to build this? A forum. That we need a whole bunch of stone. Yeah, stone is slowly trickling in. +4 every cycle. But we're -14. Yeah, we're actually -10 right now. So we need more. We need more stone masons, and we need to increase that. So perhaps what we'll do is we'll interrupt that. We'll work on the small quarry first, and then we'll reintroduce these after. What did we have next after that? The stonemason. No, the tilery. Yeah. It looks like we can accelerate the research too. Do you want to assign one cultural education characters to reduce the ongoing research by 15 cycles? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Yeah, we have these characters now we can use too. Okay. So we got like specialists, kind of like in Civilization where you can add specialists to things. We could do that here too. So that's cool. Okay, so that's only 45 cycles now instead of 60. So that's great. But in the meantime, we might need to make another one because we're really struggling. We're really struggling for stone. Stone is a major need for us at the moment. There's quite a bit of stone like up this way. Maybe we'll get another one in there. Because we seem to have the workers need it, right? We're 132 remaining. So yeah, we got lots of workers. Yeah, so that's going to give us up to, wow, not much. We might need it. We might need another one. We might actually need another one. Let's grab another one right next to it. And then hopefully we can like upgrade these and increase our efficiencies. Yeah, because these ones are getting pretty close to our town is spreading out too. But look at our town. Quite nice. It's getting big. Getting big. We're at almost 1,000 citizens already. Food-wise, we are okay. But yeah, we're going to need more farms soon, or we're going to need to upgrade the farm. So I think that's kind of the next phase, is to make sure we get, yeah, all of this stuff upgraded. Yeah, we got that queued up. These guys are celebrating. Very nice. Production-wise, now we also have, yeah, the carpentry and the brickwork. Very cool. But we need to look at this equity piece here. So cultural, we can build a forum. I don't know if that will help me with equity. Yeah, it will. Yeah, satisfaction's equity. Yeah, so let's get the forum built somewhere in here, maybe in this little gap. Yeah, we'll throw it in right there on the cliff. And that's going to take 24 cycles to get in. All right, cool. Oh, we got some story happening. An insult. The Custodes Sapiente faction has been insulted by the Ordos Divinis faction. Demands a public apology and compensation as reparation. Yeah, so here's where the factions start to kind of butt heads a little bit sometimes. So we've got some choices here. We can intercede on behalf of the complainant, and then that will give us some equity and some gold coins, but also we'll take some gold coins. I see. Okay, so they're like gonna like pay them. I see. So less coins for them, more coins for those guys. All right. So we can intercede on behalf of the accused, at which point we get a whole bunch of coins just for us, I guess. All right. And then these guys all have grievances, and safety goes down by -40. Okay, we don't really want that. Don't get involved at all, and we get more cut stones and bricks. But these guys both kind of dislike us a little bit. This seems like the best solution for what we need right now. So I'm going to intercede on behalf of the complainant, and they'll transfer some gold. And it doesn't seem to like bother them too much. So I'm going to confirm that. Fair punishment, and the accused promises never to repeat the offense. He got carried away, and his words exceeded his thoughts. Okay, cool. So that's good. That helped us our equity a little bit until this gets built. All right, how are we doing for stone here? We're still in the negative. Yeah. Oh, we got incidents. Oh, man, we got a fire. We got a huge fire. So this district is under fire. Taxation in districts is going to be impacted here. I don't think there's anything specific we can do about that, except it's just wait until it's done. But it's gonna reduce our population, I believe. Yeah, so it's all done. So this area's been kind of damaged. It's now kind of gray and wintry, though. So not amazing to look at. Very bland right now. Looks like Toronto. All right, so we are getting close to our food limit. Oh, we've got a new faction, though. Interesting. Thanatos Istorigios. I am Jezebel, leader of the Collegium Mercatorum. Our caravans have carried their cargoes to distant cities where many refused to venture. Many citizens have joined our group, now forming a faction. If you give this place together, we promise to use our carts to trade many resources with the outside world. All right, so now we've got the commercial faction, which is a miser. This faction taxes citizens heavily and prefers to store everything in its personal vault. Interesting. Do I want to keep them, or do I like maybe don't want to keep them? I don't know. We'll put you guys... Oh, there's like people like growing up over here too. Interesting. Yeah, there's people housing themselves down here in those areas. Let's put them down here and accept that. Okay, cool. So we got those guys in. That gives us citizens that we can use for stuff too. So that's handy. As they get bigger, we'll get more stuff. All right, so the forum has been built, so that added to our equity. Now we probably want to work on safety, which would mean doing like a coliseum or something, or not a coliseum, but an arena, something along those lines. So let's maybe get that down somewhere. Maybe like over here. You can see now it's going to impact like the factions as well. So they're in that area there. So, yeah, let's get it like right in here. And that will bring us a little bit of security up. So we got to keep these things balanced, or else we're going to have more and more incidents and deaths and craziness going on. How are we doing for everything else here? So the building tree here, okay, we've got small farm is mostly done. And then we should have gotten the quarries. Okay, so are these like upgraded now to quarry 2? These are level 1s. Okay, so we can go in improvement and we can improve construction time. Excellent. Takes up more people, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right. Yeah, that one we're not worried about. This one will get upgraded as well. Cost 75 wood. That's fine. Okay, we'll get those two going for now. But stone is in much better shape right now, so that's pretty solid. We haven't started making bricks yet, so we'll need to figure that out. We haven't started making sand yet either, which we will also need. How much clay is left in here? Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, we got 470 stand here. So we could switch one of those once we get these upgraded. We could switch that one to select sand instead. Let's get this one upgraded as well. So that should help us quite a bit there. Yeah, perfect. And then farms are being worked on. I can't improve those yet. We're still waiting. Well, that's going to cost a lot, it looks like. Okay. So keep that in mind when we get in there. But yeah, we're definitely going to need to upgrade those shortly. All right, next. Everything in culture is not amazing right now, but these things are expensive. We can also do trade routes, I think, now too, right? Yeah, trade routes. So we can trade this stuff, reduce the purchase prices of foreign goods by 0%. So we can add a commercial character in here. We can get better trade. Gold coins of Carthage, 1931. Okay. So we can trade for specific things if we want, which is good if we need it. Doesn't look like there's something like we'd be trading like ongoing. Yeah, so it looks like we can unlock new places as we go along. So this is the first one we get, right? So available in all. And passive income, 1 gold coin every 5 cycles. Interesting, okay. So that's getting us a little bit of gold, but then I can trade for specific things that we might need, which is useful, but not necessary right now. The other thing we're probably going to want to do is get more cutting camps. So maybe like a cutting camp over this way might be worthwhile. Down around here. Can I get you inside? If I put you inside here, you're going to be like competing with that one a little bit. Put you in there. That will get this area cleared a little bit faster, because we're definitely going to need the wood soon. Alright, and I think our farm is ready to be upgraded, which should be our next core thing here. It does take a lot of resources, though. 220 stone, 165 wood, 100 clay, and 12 people. But it's going to... Oh, we can reduce the construction time here. But, yeah, it should improve. It'll increase the amount of food we get by almost double from there, and our food is going down pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. I can't afford to upgrade this other one, so... Yeah, so this is almost double. It'll increase, so that's handy, because, yeah, we're only increasing... We're needing like 87, because we're over 1,000 people now. Okay, farm is done now. Oh my gosh, food is just accelerating, because this one wasn't producing while it was being built. Okay, we're now a little bit more even. We might need to actually go and trade for some food, though. Yeah, oh, do I just like literally one by one? Can I just type in a number? What's it cost to get like 500? 975 coins. I do not have that. I can only get 265. That's the max that I'm able to bring in. If I put in a dude here, so the most I could get would be like 258 food. Oof. Not amazing. Okay. Not amazing at all. But we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. That's not great. We're very close to being even, but we're not quite there. So I can either try to get in another farm somewhere. There's not a lot of space here, though, to do that. Probably have to do one, like, outside of our zone. Or I'm gonna have to wait and see if I can upgrade this. What do I need to increase this? We just need a little bit more wood. So I think we'll increase this, and then hopefully we're in time to, like, save our society here. Because we're about to run out of food. Alright, it's ready. Go! Improve. Alright, I think we go and buy a little bit of food, because, yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna get 100 food, and hopefully that's enough to hold us over. Because that's instantaneous. Because we're right on the edge. We're just a little bit positive right now. So once this is upgraded, we should be back and doing okay. Alright, and I just noticed I have no research in production. Okay. So let's get cutting camps. Yeah, so start getting these upgrades going. We now have all of these things. Architectural office we can upgrade as well. That increases our research speed by quite a bit, so that's probably good to get next. Maybe actually we'll do that first. And then, yeah, surveyors cabins. And those, yeah, and then we'll get this. Okay, so that's all set up. Our new farm, or upgraded farm, is just being finished now. Fantastic. And so now we should be, yeah, we're back in the positive by a good amount. Okay, cool. That was close. We didn't run out. We actually didn't need to buy either, but that's okay. We better safe than sorry. Oh, and our arena's done over here too, eh? Check this out. Very nice. Very nice. So building attracts people want to build around this, so it's going to, like, increase people wanting to build around this area. We are a little bit close to these stone areas, but that should be fine. Alright, so now we need to worry about what's going on over here, which is all these things are lowering. So health and belonging are having a bit of an impact here. So what can we do to satisfy that? We can build a ceramic workshop, which I think we already have one. We can build... Is there anything here that focuses on health? A via adificium. That's going to focus in on health, and we can build it. All right, let's build that. It's very small too, so that's not too bad. We can build that maybe up here. Face it to the road, and we'll build that over there. That's going to help our health when that's done. Oh, we got another fire going on. 7-cycle fire. Oh god, it's spreading. It's spreading. That's not good. Everybody's dying. We're also, like, running out of wood. That's not good. Alright, this one has been cleared out. That one's got 5 cycles. Hopefully it doesn't spread anymore. Yeah, not great. Not great. We need to upgrade these things as well. Alright, fires are done. This thing is almost done as well. So that helps our health benefit there a little bit. Good stuff. Next thing we're going to have to focus in on is going to be wood, it looks like, because that's a little bit low. If we go into our building tree here, we're working on the architectural. Yeah, that's kind of later on. We've got that established. That's fine. We can always build more cutting camps. We could build a cutting camp out here as well if we wanted to. It's just it's going to be a little bit... No, it's actually in our zone, so that's fine. It's not an amazing spot for cutting, though. We'll build one here anyways. That's fine. Get those trees down. Food is pretty good right now, so that's great. We're at 1.3k citizens as well. And all these guys are slowly increasing, except for our education ones, but that's all right. We also have, yeah, cut stones we're filled on, and we have a little bit more production stuff that we haven't started building out yet. So we haven't built a tilery, and we haven't built the brickwork yet, right? Bricks and tiles. So this converts clay into bricks, and the tilery converts sand into tile. So we can build the brickwork somewhere. Where should we build the brickwork? Maybe down here. This could be like a more industrial-ish area. I'll build it like There are some people moving in near here, but that's okay. We'll build that down there. And then we need to get a quarry for sand. So, small quarry. There's a bunch of sand way out here, but it is a bit far out of our area. That means their efficiency is going to go down. So effective the attrition area. So building time goes way up. Increase the upgrade time way up. Resource production. Yeah, and attraction rate goes up. Okay, so we'll put it down here for now just because there's a lot of sand out here. And then we'll build, as soon as we get those tower upgrades, we will build. This building is affected by the surface of attrition. I cannot, oh, I need to choose, right? Select sand, build that out there. Okay. So we'll definitely need to get a tower out here at some point, which I think is what the upgrades are that we're working on right now. Surveyor's cabins. Yeah, I think that's all that stuff. So that's going to be this upgrade here. So multiple copies is going to allow us to get 2 more done. It's a small research, and this one's almost done. So I think we're okay just to wait for that. And then we'll start getting sand in, and then we'll start making tiles. But yeah, this is a very nice, somewhat cozy game. You do have a lot of stuff to balance. There is some room for improvement in terms of like, there's a lot of like icons and small things all over the screen, so it can be a little overwhelming because you have all these things. It's organized pretty well, but everything's like a little bit small and a little bit hard to see, and there's so many of them. It can be pretty crazy. And some of the icons, like in the UI here, could be kind of small too in terms of determining what everything does for you. So I think they could make some improvements just to make those like a little bit cleaner. But the game is a lot of fun in terms of just building out like a sprawling city and having it grow very organically, which you don't get as much in city builders. They tend to kind of grow based off of grids and where you place buildings. So you kind of place buildings here, and they, populace grows in around popular areas, which is pretty cool. And the game looks really good, except for when you zoom in. Not so much. But other than that, it looks really nice. But check out the new update, which will be out tomorrow. So thanks again for the devs and developers for giving us a little bit early access to check out all the changes this one. It's still a very, very good game if you like a nice kind of cozy city/civilization builder. This one gives you a lot of different things to balance out and keep track of as you build your sprawling ancient cities. So thanks as always for watching. Catch you in the next video. Let me know if you want to see more of Memoriapolis, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.